to YouTube channel. Today class for become first year semester become computer applications first year semester 1. Subject is fundamentals of information technology. The topic is mouse and other input devices of computer system by J. Srinivas Reddy, lecturer in computers, Government Degree College, Siddipet. So earlier class we discussed about the primary input device, that is the keyboard, primary computer input device, about the keyboard, various keys of the keyboard, various types of keyboard we discussed earlier. Today we want to discuss about the mouse. Mouse is also known as pointing device. It is used to give commands to the computer by clicking on mouse buttons. So elaborately we'll discuss about the mouse. A computer mouse, generally in plural form, it will be called as mice or mouses. It is a handheld pointing device and is a handheld pointing device that detects the two-dimensional motion relative to a surface. That means the mouse having a ball bottom of it moves on surfaces. Based on the moves of the ball, the directions or movements of the cursor will appear on the screen. And the mouse having buttons, left and right buttons, each button having specific function. Click on it. Moreover, the mouse is used based on the Windows operating system. Here the Windows operating system is a graphical user interface. Generally, to perform job with the computer, we are giving commands in different ways. Before the Windows operating system, other operating systems are used. Such operating systems are command line interfaces. That means to perform a job or to give a command to the computer, we have to type such commands. When the Windows operating system introduced, most of the commands are performing with the help of mouse. So that means various icons are displaying on the computer. By clicking such icons with help of the mouse, we are performing different types of jobs. That is the Windows operating system, and graphical user interfaces are user friendly. That means we can perform jobs easily with such commands. This is about the mouse purpose. Then we'll see here the mouse, what it is doing means the motion of the ball of the mouse translated into the motion of a pointer on a display, which allows a smooth control of the graphical user interface of a computer. That is nothing but GUI of a computer. The first public demonstration of a mouse controlling a computer system was in 1968. Mouse originally used a ball rolling on a surface to detect motion, but modern mouses often have optical sensors that have no moving parts. Originally wired to a computer, many modern mouses are cordless, relying on short-range radio communication with the connected system. Earlier, the mouse having a ball system on its bottom and wired mouses. Presently, we are using optical mouses and wireless mouses also we are using. Such wireless mouses are performing with help of the radio communication system. That is wireless and wireline mouses. Then we'll see one by one types of mouses. The following types of mouses are used as a computer pointing devices. One is mechanical mouse, optical mechanical mouse, and the third one is optical mouse and laser mouse. Initial the first introduced mouse is mechanical mouse only, that is the mechanics, that is the moving of the ball on the surfaces commands are performed. So such device is mechanical device. After that, optical and mechanical both is in both type of mechanism used in optical mechanical device. After that, the next technology came into working, that is optical mouse, and the advanced technology is laser mouse also using. Here these all types of mouses we'll discuss one by one. That is mechanical mouse. So this figure is displayed here. It contains a metal or rubber ball on its underside. When the ball is rolled in any direction, sensors inside the mouse detect the motion and move the on-screen mouse pointer in the same direction. So internal part of the mouse will be like this figure. The ball at the center point moving on the surface of the moving on surface. The moving of the surface only detect the various motions of the cursor on the screen. Based on the moving, based on the cursor system only, we can apply commands by clicking on mouse. Then the next one is optical mechanical mouse. The optical mechanical, or it is also called as optomechanical mouse. It consists of a ball rolls one of two wheel inside the mouse. Each wheel contains a circle of holes, allowing an LED light to shine through and be detected by a sensor. As the wheel spins, these lights represents on X or Y axis for the mouse pointer on your screen. Generally, the screen will be treated as two-dimensional system. One is represents x-axis and the second one is represents y-axis. Both axis represent the entire surface in the form of points, each point having a coordinates. Based on such coordinates, the mouse can work. That is optical mechanical mouse. It having the two methods, that is mechanism and optical. The optical means applying a light, LED light. Based on the light, the actions are performing. Based on the moving of the ball, the corresponding actions or commands are giving to the computer. This mouse is more accurate than a mechanical mouse that uses only wheels and rollers. Here such optomechanical mouse is given below. This is the optomechanical mouse. Here moving the mouse turns the ball. Second one, X and Y rollers grip the ball and transfer movement. Optical encoding discs include light holes. Infrared LEDs shine through the discs. Sensors gather light pulses to convert to X and Y vectors. Here ball is identifying X and Y rollers grip, as well as infrared light LED light also identifying the X and Y vectors, which are represents the various points on the screen. On particular icon can be clicking, the corresponding commands transfer to the processor, and the processor perform according to the commands given by the user through optomechanical device. Such commands will be given to processor. The processor executes such commands. This is about the optomechanical mouse. Then come to optical mouse. An optical computer mouse uses a light source, typically an LED, and a light detector such as an array of photodecodes to detect movement relative to a surface. It is an alternative to the mechanical mouse which use moving parts to sense the motion. Here the optical mouses are like this. These optical mouses may having wireline and wireless. Here the optical mouses perform various commands with help of the LED light. So that means the light beams are using to detect the moving parts of sensor motion on the screen, or such moving parts are executed with the Windows operating system. Here Windows operating system is graphical user interface. Such interfaces are executed with help of the mouse, that is nothing but pointing device. Here the optical mouse is used to perform a job as GUI, graphical user interface. Then come to the final mouse type, laser mouse. It is a type of optical mouse that uses laser light to detect mouse movement. Like all optical mouse, the laser mouse has no moving parts inside for up to 20x greater sensitivity and precision. This improved sensitivity and precision can key for granting application and graphical or engineering designing applications where pinpoint accuracy is important. Laser mouse have a higher DPI, which means that can track more dots per inch, which in turn means that they are more sensitive. Compared with the other mouses, laser mouse is more sensitive and more accurate results. That means when you are giving commands with laser mouse, it gives the accurate commands. That means it contains lot of features compared with the other mouse. Moreover, it is used especially in gaming applications and graphical or engineering designing applications purpose. That because it provides pinpoint accuracy, so these are powerful, these are more useful in graphical and engineering designing applications. Compared with the other mouses, the laser mouse cost is also higher than other mouses. These are the figures of the laser mouses. See one by one. All these are the laser mouses. This is the bottom part. This is the top part. These three are top parts, and the bottom part is this one. It provides the laser beam technology. With help of the laser beam technology only, it detects the motion of the cursor and commands. Here the comparison between optical mouse and laser mouse. Optical mouse cost is less than laser mouse, that means less expensive, and laser mouse is more expensive. The optical mouse technology is LED light used in tracking movement. Here laser diode used in tracking movement. Here the LED light, here laser diode for tracking movement. Here it is the lower resolution, that is 300 dpi, whereas laser mouse having higher resolution, that is 6000 dpi, double to the optical mouse. When its dpi is higher, automatically it provides pinpoint accuracy. Then optical mouse preferred surfaces include mouse pads, non-glossy surfaces. So that means optical mouse needs a mouse pad and non-glossy surfaces, whereas laser mouse no preferred surfaces or mouse pad is not required. All these material or all these slides and related information extracted from the source, that is slideshare.net website. This is the source for the today's presentation or slides or the information. Then next to, for the computer purpose, two are primary input device, that is keyboard and mouse. I discussed earlier in the earlier classes in keyboard. Now we discussed about the mouse, what is mouse, what is what the purpose and types of mouses. Discussed, discussion is over. Then in addition to these primary input devices, some other computer input devices are there. Here the list is given. These are not limited, more other input devices are there, but popular other input devices are given here. Here I am giving that in addition to the primary input device, that is keyboard and mouse, the following input devices are also used to give input to the computer. That is joystick, scanner, touch screen, graphic tablet, audio microphone, vision system, digital camera. We'll discuss one by one. When you are learning about the computer input devices, instead of to know the complete technology, just we have to an idea what are the primary input devices, what are other input devices. Here the primary input device we discussed earlier already, that is keyboard and mouse. Just you remember about the other input devices such as joystick, scanner, touch screen, graphic tablet, audio microphone, vision system, digital camera. Here we are discussing one by one. Before going to discussion, everyone you remember the input devices which are given here. In this primary and other input devices, here we'll see about the joystick. Joystick will be like this. Here these three are the images of the joysticks, and one is there. Joystick is also a pointing device. Mostly it is used for playing games. This is a device used to control the actions in a computer game. It consists of a lever used to move the pointer on the screen and buttons used to select the options. The first point here we remember that joystick is input device, and the second point, it is pointing device like mouse. But mouse is also a pointing device, joystick is also pointing device. But here joystick, what it is doing, it having some one lever. That lever is used to actions for the computer games. Remember 2 points. The first point, it is input device. The second point, it is used for gaming purpose. It contains lever. The lever is used to move the pointer on the screen, and various buttons are for the different options to play a particular game. This is about the joystick. Next one, touch screen. Everyone knows this about the touch screen. Most of the mobile devices today are touch screen only. Whatever the mobile devices you are using, all are almost smartphones only. All smartphones having touch screen only. Here the touch screen, generally it called as a input and output device, because it provides the display So that comes to output. On display you are giving, with help of the touching various icons, you are giving commands to the computer. So that's why the touch screen will be treated as a input and output device. ATMs are there. Most of the ATMs are using touch screen only to perform various banking transactions. Here we'll see one by one about the touch screen. Touch screen is the easiest way to data input into computer. Touch screen allows the users to select the item by touching the screen at appropriate spot. It has another feature that users finger become the input device to operate touch screen. Here the touch screen allow the users to give commands with help of the user finger only. So here the finger will be work as a input device, but the touch screen will be taking commands by touching the concerned icons on it. So simply we had to say the touch screen will be treated as a input and output device because it display, that is output, it takes commands by touching on various icons on it, so that will be treated as a input device. So the touch screen will be treated as a input and output device. Then microphone. Microphone is an input device used to inputting the voice signals into the computer. Microphones are commonly used for live chat. Microphone are also used to record voice into the computer. Today my class recording through mobile phone. The mobile phone having built in a microphone. The microphone is receiving my voice and storing into the computer. So that means the microphone is input device which is used to read voice of the users and storing, and that is converting into a digital form and storing in the computer. So simply we have to say the microphones are the input devices for collecting voice and transforming into the computer form and storing it. So these are the examples. Moreover, some like such type of devices we observe. With help of this speaker cum microphone is the speakers are for output from the computer, and the microphone is input to the computer. And other these two also microphones which collect voice and storing in the computer in digital form, and it is recording. Once it is recorded, you may play any number of times. That is the powerful feature of microphone. So this is also known as voice recognition system. The microphone is the input device. It is used to voice recognize purpose. Then scanner. Various scanners are observing in today's market, education system, medical system, in different areas we are observing, in the business part also. Here scanner is also a input device used to insert pictures into the computer. This is a peripheral device that converts a printed image into a digital information. There are two types of scanners. Not only two types, more are there, but primarily it is divided into two types. Simply we have to say the scanner is a input device. Scanner is an input device. It scans the pictures, text from book or pages, photos, etc. We'll see types of scanners and etc. Before that, the first scanner developed for use with a computer was a drum scanner. The first scanner is the drum scanner. Initially it is developed as a drum scanner. It was built in 1957 at the US National Bureau of Standards by a team that is led by Russell A. Kirsch. The first image ever scanned on this mission was a 5 centimeter square photograph of a Kirsch's then 3-month-old son, Walden. This is the first scanned image. That is the only 5 centimeter photograph that is of the Kirsch's, the person who led the team for the invention of the scanner. His son photograph, 5 centimeter photograph, was scanned initially. This is the history of the scanner. Initially it was developed. Presently that is in different forms and different technology, different mechanisms, different system were developed. Today in various areas the scanners are using for different purposes. Then come to types of scanners. Here the picture is given. Basically it is divided into 3 types, but here I am giving 2 types, that is flatbed, sheet fed, and one more handheld scanner is also there. We'll see one by one. Flatbed scanner, we know that some pages are scanning with help of that scanner. Books pages, photographs, any drawing images, etc. can be scanned with help of the flatbed scanner. Once it is scanned, it's stored in the computer, and you can changes, you can additions, or different type of applications can be applied on the scanned image that can be stored in different formats. Based on the formats that can be modified as per the user requirement, and it is also, such images are also used for graphics purpose and animations purpose and more powerful presentation purposes. We are gathering images and scanning with help of the scanners. For that purpose the flatbed scanner is used. And a sheet fed scanner, it is also a similar to flatbed scanner, but it faster than the flatbed scanner. It scans the loose pages, sheet fed scanner. Then other scanners are business card scanner, that is the business purpose, attendance purpose, financial transactions purpose. The cards are scanning in various areas with various terminals. Then photo scanners, with help of the flatbed also the photo can be scanned, or somewhere some special devices which are using for photo capturing purpose, that is photo scanners. And transparency scanners, drum scanner, handheld scanner, apps scanner. These are the various types of scanners are available in the present market. All these figures are here given. Moreover, we'll discuss one by one about the scanners. That is, you'll see the standard scanners are flatbed scanner. In a flatbed scanner, the documents or a page are placed on the screen for scanning purpose. These scanners may be standalone or integrated with a printer, copier, or fax machine. Flatbed scanners may having standalone only scanning purpose scanners also available. Some of the scanners are having integrated with printer, copy, fax, machine. In both the ways, the scanners are available. According to the user requirements, they may purchase standalone or they may purchase combination of all these, that is printer, copier, and fax machine. That is depends upon the business requirement they may purchase. But in the market, such type of scanners are available. Then flatbed scanners available today include entry level, middle level, and high end level scanners. That may be sizes, that may be processing, that may be efficiency. According to the requirement of the organizations, they may purchase entry level, middle level and high end level scanners. The cost of scanners varies depends upon the scan quality as well as the other features provided. If more features are there with the scanner, automatically the price is also high. If it is low features, the prices are low. That is depends upon the features of the scanner. The prices are also varied. This is about the flatbed scanner. Then come to sheet fed scanner. Sheet fed scanner is a smaller and more portable than a flatbed scanner. Compare with the flatbed, its size is very less and easy to carry. This scanner cannot be used to scan books. Instead of books or materials, instead it is flexible enough to pass through the scanner. That means it thin, very thin and flexible papers can be scanned. Thick papers, thick photographs, we are unable to scan this sheet fed, but compare with the flatbed scanner, this is fast accessing. Nowadays most sheet fed scanners are quick, fast and loaded with features for capturing and processing data. These scanners are taking data, taking papers very fast and scanning, and that is capturing and processing data is most efficiently and with less time. Sheet fed scanners are more expensive compared to flatbed scanners depending on speed and features. Here also same thing, compared with the flatbed, these cost is also high because these are more faster than the capturing data compared with the flatbed scanner. The sheet fed scanner is specifically designed for scanning loose sheets of paper such as office purpose. Here the sheet fed scanners especially designed for scanning loose sheets of paper in the offices. This is about the sheet fed. Basically 2 points remember here. Flatbed cost is low, sheet fed cost is high. Flatbed not suitable. Flatbed is suitable for any type of scanning, but sheet fed scanners are suitable for papers, loose papers and thin papers purpose only. Thick papers cannot possible, but capturing data, sheet fed scanners are more faster than the flatbed. These 3 points are remember. 3 points are distinguished between the flatbed and sheet fed scanner. Then other scanners like specialized scanners are there. Business card scanner, these are small scanners that allow you to quickly scan business cards. And photo scanners, these provide high quality scans of photographs. Transparency scanners, these are used to scan slide and transparencies. These are quite expensive and are typically used when a lot of transparencies needed to be scanned. Here the slides and transparencies scanning purpose, these transparency scanners are used. Compare with other scanners, these cost is somewhat high only. Then come to other specialized scanners, that is drum scanners. Drum scanners are high speed scanners for professional use that provide very high quality scans. These types of scanners are used mainly for capturing a picture and producing at a very high resolution rate. So that means drum scanners also high speed scanners only and producing very high resolution rate. Simply this cost is also high because when high quality is there, automatically it reflects on the price of the scanner. Then handheld scanners, these most used in we are observing in supermarkets. When you are purchasing a product, they having handheld scanner, that focuses on the barcode. Based on the barcode, the entire details will be displayed on the computer and the bill is generating automatically. For that purpose, the handheld scanners are using. Some of the handheld scanners having inbuilt memory in which the scanned image can be stored and downloaded to a computer laptop. Some of the handheld scanners having inbuilt memory. Once it is loaded into loaded and when the time is free, it loaded into the computer. It can be download or store or prints we may take when you required. Here the handheld scanners, Google Drive is also treated will be as a are taking into handheld scanner mechanism. Cam scanner, Genius Scan, Fine Scanner, these are the examples for handheld scanners. Then barcode reader is also treated as an input device. Barcode readers are used to read the values printed on the product in form of vertical lines. Barcodes are recorded in the products by the manufacturers and usually carry the product number. Handheld scanners may be treated as barcode reader because the handheld scanner is capturing the barcode and is transferring into the details which are loaded in the computer. Automatically the concerned code will be having or linked with some data. When it is read by the barcoder or handheld scanner, the link will be extract the product information which is displaying on the computer screen. So here the main point here is that the barcoder is the input device. It reads the barcode and links to the concerned product details and extracts such details by reading barcoder by the barcode reader. This is the mechanism by reading it. This is about barcoder. It is also called as input device. Then mission vision system, nothing but cameras, digital cameras, because the camera capturing the audio and video, that is converting into data into digital form and storing on a computer. So here the system is called mission vision system. Simply we had to say MVS. Mission vision is the technology to replace or complement manual inspections and measurements with digital cameras and image processing. The technology is used in a variety of different industries to automate the production, increase production speed and yield, and to improve product quality. Mission vision in operation can be described by a 4-step flow. Here the mission vision system improves the quality of the capturing image or photo or situation. This is the 4-step mechanism. The first is the imaging, that means it take an image. Processing and analysis, the image can be processed and analyzed to obtain a result. Communication, send the result to the system in control of the process. And action, take action depending on the vision system's result. 4-step process. First, taking an image and processing and analyzing to obtain the result. According to the analysis, the controls sent to the concerned unit to control the process. After controlling such process, it takes the action which is given by the control unit. That is the result of the vision system. Here the cycle is there: taking image, analyze image, send result, take action. Then again take image, analyze image, send result. According to the result, the action will be taken by the MVS. It is called mission vision system. Mission vision system. Various components of MVS, that is CCD, closed circuit digital camera. It contains the lighting system. It contains the computer and software. It includes software and hardware and a frame grabber components. These are the four components of mission vision system. Simply CCD, closed circuit digital camera. It contains light system, it contains hardware and software, and it contains frame grabber. Then camera, nothing but digital camera. Here will be treated as digital camera because the camera is capturing data in different form, but it is storing in digital format. Camera used for mission vision are categorized into vision sensors, smart cameras, and PC based system. All camera types are digital as opposed to analog cameras in traditional photography. Vision sensor. A vision sensor is a specialized vision system that is configured to perform a specific task. Unlike general camera systems that have more flexible configuration software, it is used for color sorting, counter verification, and text reading functionality. So that means all these comes under part of the vision sensors. Vision sensors, especially the rememberable points are what it is doing. Vision sensor means color sorting, verification, and text reading functionality. This is about the camera. Then smart cameras. A smart camera is a camera with built-in a image analysis unit that allows to camera to operate standalone without a PC. Simply, a camera having built-in analysis mechanism without a PC is called smart camera. 2D smart, that is IVC 2D. IVC means industrial vision camera in 2-dimensional, is a standalone vision system for 2D analysis. This is a measurement of ceramic part dimensions, holes pass. Simply we have to say the smart camera is a camera built in with analysis unit, contain image analysis unit part. This is about various input devices, including primary input devices. This is about today's class. Most of the computer input devices are discussed here elaborately. Once briefly we'll discuss shortly what I am saying, that without the input devices, we can't give any commands to the computer. We can't do anything with the computer. But in the today's market, the computers are using in different areas, in different fields. Each and every field, the commands giving a mechanism in different types. The fundamental input is the fundamental or primary input device are keyboard and mouse. Now discussed the various other input devices. So that means the computers are using for recording voice, recording images, capturing data from various sources and analyzing. So such purposes, different types of input devices are used. Especially computers are using for gaming purpose. For the game purpose, a particular device are needed. For that purpose, we are using joystick. In addition to that, various other gaming systems are there. Most of the gaming systems today available on mobile devices. All the mobile devices are smartphones and having touch screen facility. Most of the games, most of the commands are giving by touching the concerned icons or concerned options which are available on the screen we are performing. So the touch screen will be treated as a input and output devices. In addition to that, most of the pages, most of the photographs, some text images and papers scanning, etc. are transferring data into computer in digital form. Various other forms of data transferring into digital form by scanning such papers, images, photographs with help of the scanners. Scanners different types we discussed earlier, that is flatbed, sheet fed. Such scanners are categorized based on their services, based on their usage, based on their quality, and most of the scanners are prices are depends on providing features of such scanner. In addition to that, capturing image purpose, we are using cameras. Those cameras are transferring data in digital form, so we called as digital cameras. Some of the cameras having built-in data analysis part, such cameras are called smartphones. These are the camera system, and digital cameras comes under part of the mission vision system. Then voice is also recording, analyzing, storing in digital form. For this purpose, the microphones are used. Most of the mobile phones having built-in microphones. Such microphones are capturing voice and storing in the computer, storing in the mobile, and once it is stored, it can be shared in different places and storing and using different purposes. That is microphone. Here the most important thing, the microphone is also a input device. Simply we have to say general input devices, voice recognition system, mission vision system. General input devices, keyboard and mouse, voice recognition system purpose microphones, mission vision system purpose digital cameras. This is the main classification of the computer input devices. This is about the computers input devices. The source for this slideshare.net from the website. Thank you one and all for listening my class.